Hello, Jerry.
Hello, Davin. Are you going to say welcome to You Name It?
Welcome to You Name It.
Well, there we go. Something new.
Yeah,
A brand new intro. So what's new? Where you at?
I am in the land of Cleve.
Cleveland, Ohio.
And we've talked about this city before. Oh, my Lord. The labor.
All right. What can you tell us without getting in trouble?
Well, first off, if they were to do a chart on intelligence, they would have to start at Cleveland and work their way up. These guys are fucking idiots. Oh, my God.
So Cleveland is the starting point. Everybody else is above. I got you.
Yeah. Oh. So,
I've worked in Cleveland before. I kind of know what's going on with that, but go ahead and tell everybody else.
Well, we pay union rates for these guys, and they get them at this basically out of the newspaper or whatever. They throw an ad out there, and you get whoever shows up.
Day laborers.
Yeah. To give you a couple examples, in the past we've had the guy that has sunken in 3 drywall screws into a piece of trim out of 4. Took him a half an hour to do it. There's a pile of drywall screws at the bottom, and somehow he sunk 3 of them in, and the drill was in reverse.
Yeah, I never heard that one before. Somehow he was pushing them so hard. They were basically just drilling holes. They weren't even grabbing.
Yep.
That's where my hot minute guy was too, remember?
Oh yeah, hot minute. Well, I lost.
Yeah, he kept disappearing, and he kept saying he was just gone for a hot minute.
Well, I lost 2 guys today. I gave them to Keith, who's our audio guy, and Keith said, "Okay, take these 2 subwoofers, take one over to Buick and one over to Cadillac, and set them in the back rooms." He came to me. He goes, "Hey, have you seen our guys?" And I said, "No." He goes, "Well, how come that subwoofer's still sitting here?"
Right.
They took one over to Buick. They set it sideways in the middle of the booth, and we never saw them again.
Did they go home?
I believe so.
Just disappeared.
That's it. I clocked them out. The guys last night they kept asking me, "Well, how late are we working?" I said, "Probably till 6. Well, my wife's picking me up at 4:30. I said, "Okay, well, if you need to leave at 4:30, then I guess you can leave at 4:30. So I lost one of them.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I think we ordered 10 guys, and I got 8 to start off with. So I'm already too short. So then this guy leaves at 4:30. Another guy, we're out at the afternoon break, having a cigarette, and he goes, "Oh, I just got a call from my kid's school. I got to leave. Is that okay?" I said, "Well, family first, buddy. You have a good one."
Yep.
So then I had Peppy, our young little intern, helping over in Cadillac, and he came up to me and goes, "Hey, we lost one of our guys." I said, "Yeah, I know. He got a call from the school." He says, No, we lost another one."
Yeah, dropping like flies.
He goes, he said he talked to you. I said, "Well, the only one that talked to me was the guy that was going to his school." He goes, no, this guy got his car repossessed in the parking lot, so he had to leave. I said, "Well, how exactly did he leave if his car got repossessed?" Well,
that's my question.
Well, evidently the other guy working on the crew gave him his girlfriend's car so he could leave and go to the tow yard. But
holy shit!
And he goes, I hope he comes back." I said, "Do you know this guy? Have you worked with him before?" He's like, "No, I just met him this morning." I'm like, why would you give a guy your girlfriend's car when you don't have a car, and he just got his car repossessed? It's like, this is way too much drama for me.
It's ridiculous is what that is. That's stupid.
And then I had
I hope he didn't get the car. I hope that guy stole the car.
I hope so too. Just because if you're that fucking stupid.
Because that's crazy. And here's the stupid part too. Can I borrow your car to go get my car? Who's fucking driving the other car back?
Mm-hmm.
Makes no sense. So, oh man, I don't miss Cleveland. I haven't done it in like 2 years. I don't miss that place.
So, Scott, the lead, came to me today. He goes, which guys do you want back tomorrow? And I said, well, give me the guy that's missing 3 fingers and the guy that's missing 2 fingers. Because they're the best workers out of the group.
That's how they lost their fingers. They're the only ones working.
So the true carpenters. But we came up with a nickname for one of the guys.
Yeah.
He's now known as Fingerbone.
Fingerbone.
We call him Fingerbone because we're installing the LED tiles in Buick, and we have to put these long bolts through the framework, up through the LED tile bottom, and then you have to put a washer and a nut on it.
Yeah.
And that secures it to the framework, and then we can build the rest of the wall.
Nice. You explained it to the audience for the first time.
I know. So I've got a guy behind the wall, evidently holding the nut with his finger, and the other guy that I have, the only guy that has tools, goes, "Oh, I'll go get my socket set." He comes back
wing nut?
for a bolt to spin the bolt up, and the other guy's holding the nut. So he comes back with his impact wrench, cordless. It's like NASCAR rated. Puts it on and goes, and he's running this thing at like full, like he's changing cars on a NASCAR pit crew.
Right, for some quarter 20s.
And the other guy's trying to hold the nut with his fingers. So we started calling him Fingerbone because it had to have worn like all the way through his skin and the bone completely smooth at that point. So I said, well, don't you have a wrench? Can you grab a wrench? He goes, no, I've got my gloves. So we were referring it to his glove wrench. So this guy's trying to hold these nuts with his glove wrench, while the other guy's got the impact drill just going to town on it.
Right, that's what I say. Safety first.
So fingerbone.
Fingerbone.
So that's what
There's got to be some sort of genetic defect with all laborers like that, because here in Milwaukee on my pre-wire, the guy that was working for me had a broken hand, and his like baby finger dangled in air like it was broken and not connected at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I noticed it when I went to go shake his hand, and he shook my hand, and I'm like, what's with this weird flopping finger thing? It might even have been the last 2 fingers too, and I couldn't believe he's working all day with that, with a busted off finger just hanging there.
Yep,
it's crazy. I hope I don't get him on the strike.
Lovely. I had another phone call coming in.
Oh, cut you off.
I know. Sorry, I just hung up on him. So whoever it was.
Yeah. You just told the whole audience our new plan now, because our internet sucks so bad at hotels. We're trying to do this on the phone.
Yeah. Problem is you can't stop other calls from ringing through. Plus, I've got daughter ex-wife issues going on right now, so.
Phone's blowing up with texts and phone calls. Can't you just push the no button whenever it pops on your screen?
Yep, I did that.
You have a call coming in?
I did that. One of the things I realized, I think it's God's punishment to parents that their daughters or their kids become teenagers when the wives are going through menopause. I think that has a lot to do with it.
You think who's being punished at that point?
I'm pretty sure it's I don't know, it might be me.
I think it is you.
So I'm getting both sides of it.
Yep, you're in the middle. Best thing for you to do is just shut up.
Exactly.
Silence is golden. Don't say anything to anybody. Just react to what you're told.
So what do you got for us this week, Jerry?
What do I have? I have a conspiracy theory. Let's start with the conspiracy theory.
Sure.
The government is listening to us.
Okay.
As though we didn't already know that. The government's actually listening to everybody. Ask Eddie Snowden.
Yep.
But ever since the beginning of this show, every single episode has been downloaded in Washington, D.C. So I bet you it's some politician out there. No, I'm sure it's not. Maybe it's somebody that we know in D.C., but I just think it's strange. And it's always just one download, Hagerstown / Washington, D.C.
Huh. I wonder if it's the girl that I met outside the bar. Dave and I were outside, and a girl came out.
No, this has been going on since episode 2. Yeah, it's really bizarre. It's not anything new. That's why I noticed it still, because every single episode goes to Washington, D.C. It's like it's being auto-downloaded by the NSA.
Oh, cool. Well, hi, guys.
So, should we talk about things that they would make them mad? Should we say things like plutonium or, all the trigger words that they'll start listening to?
We could do a whole show on ISIS.
So you said ISIS. Now we're in big trouble. NSA's coming to get us.
That is your conspiracy theory.
All we have to say is that we were only talking about the 1970s Saturday morning show.
That's true.
Wasn't that ISIS?
Bomb, 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 bomb. Bomb, 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 bomb. I said bomb on a plane. Bomb, 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 bomb. What was that, from Meet the Fuckers or something like that?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I thought you were doing the ISIS theme song. Because that was a long time ago, Davin, in the 70s. I know it's a long time ago because I can't make my body work when I get out of bed now in the morning. So it must have been a long time ago. Because that's the sucky part about getting old. Does that happen to you too? Every morning I get up and I'm trying to put socks on and it feels like I'm doing like a marathon.
I can't do it like I used to do it. I used to be able to stay up till 2 in the morning and go out with these guys, and I just don't have the energy. When I get off work, I get back to the room and just want to crash out or have a couple beers and go to bed and watch a movie, and I've turned into a lame guy. Lame-o.
Yep, that's me. I don't even do the beer part. I just go back and watch Netflix or some movie that I've acquired, and that's it. Go to sleep. Wait for the next dreary day.
Things ache that didn't ache before.
That's right.
Things do. What drives me nuts is I have no hair on my head, but where's all this other hair coming from? Like,
out of your ears?
Out of my ears, yeah. Do you have to trim your ears like every week?
Every other day at least.
Couple days. It's like, how does that thing grow 1.5 inches? What the fuck?
I've got no idea. Can't they figure that out and transfer that to the top of your head?
You would think. And then your back.
Maybe they should, cut your ears off and just put them on the top of your head and you'd be all set. Where were you during the OJ chase? Do you remember?
Where was I during the OJ chase? No, I don't remember.
That's weird. I do remember, but I'm watching that show, American Crime Story, about the OJ case, which is hilarious because it's got Cuba Gooding Jr. playing OJ Simpson.
Okay.
And it's horrible. And he doesn't remind me of OJ in any way. It doesn't look like him. He doesn't sound like him. And they make him seem like such a whiny little sissy guy. Like, I gotta go do, I don't know, you gotta get me out of here. And all this, like, super whiny stuff that you never saw OJ do. And I've never seen any footage of OJ whining, and they have him acting like such a baby. It's hilarious.
I did see just a clip for that. It was the defense team coming into a boardroom, and the main guy goes, "So, who thinks OJ's innocent?"
Yeah, the main guy is John Travolta. Did you notice that?
Is it? Oh God, I hate him.
That was Travolta, and he's being Robert Shapiro, and he's doing this really hokey New York Jewish accent thing too.
Oh, that's just so wrong.
He slips in and out of it, and it'll be like, shoot, I can't remember what he would be saying, but like at one point he's talking completely John Travolta normal, and then all of a sudden he's talking like he's selling bagels on the street or something. It's ridiculous. But yeah, he's stupid in that. It's really entertaining. Everybody should watch every episode because it's so stupid.
How many episodes are there going to be?
It's a whole like series, so it'll be probably 13 episodes, and then they're going to do a different crime next year. Like they'll do another high-profile trial type thing.
Like Joey Buttafuoco.
Yeah, exactly. Joey Buttafuoco. Hey, Joey Buttafuoco. Hey.
What you
Hey, Shapiro,
about?
get me off on this crime over here. Oh, wait, he didn't do it. His girlfriend, Amy What's-Her-Face, shot the wife, right?
Yep.
Yeah, see, I remembered. But that made me think of the whole O.J. Chase, which in itself is ridiculous because like he was just visiting his wife's grave is what he was saying.
Lovely.
He's taking the long way around, right directly towards Mexico with a bag with a disguise in it. So stupid.
I think this just means that Ford needs to come up with a new version of the Bronco.
The A.J. Cowling version?
Yeah, there you go. Because let's bring it back, you know?
And what's with that guy? He's like O.J.'s ass kisser, so he has to call himself by the initials, too. I'm A.J., and that's O.J. Oh, shut up. Yeah, I remembered I was at a girlfriend's house in the 90s watching with her mom. I don't even know what I was doing there and why I wasn't at work. 'Cause I don't know what day of the week it was, though, either.
Who's playing Kato?
Some unknown guy. Probably the best actor they have, too.
He'll be famous after that, I bet.
Just like Kato. Then they're going to have Mark Furman. I don't know. There's some pretty funny people in there too. As I've seen a lot of these people in comedies. That's kind of what cracks me up too. It's not very serious.
Have you ever seen a Hot Tub Time Machine?
I have.
I was watching that the other night, and I just imagined the guy who plays the character Lou, the suicidal one.
Well, it's been a while. I watched it like a year after it came out, and that was 4 years ago, right? I just
imagine what that movie would have been like if Zach Galifianakis would have played Lou, because it would have been a much more popular movie, and I could totally see him playing that character.
Speaking of, he's in a new show too, Baskets. Did you see that?
No. God, I'm out of the loop.
Yeah, he plays a guy who went to France to learn how to be a professional clown. And, of course, he basically gets thrown out of the school in France, and he has to go back to the States. But he still wants to be a clown, so he picks up a job essentially working for free as a rodeo clown.
Oh, God.
And it sounds really slim as a plot line. It's just kind of dumb or whatever, but they make it work really well. And then one of the best parts is that his mom is played by Louis Anderson. And he's fucking brilliant. That guy is hilarious. You got to see it because you'll love that. I can't even describe what he does, but he's not really changing his voice that much to be the mom either. All right, honey, just come in here and sit down. And he's just so unlike a woman.
Do you remember that movie called Shakes the Clown?
I remember the title. I don't remember ever seeing it, though.
Oh, it was really bad. But the funny part was they used to hang out at a bar called the Twisted Balloon.
The Balloon Knot. No.
And it was the rodeo clowns against, like, the party clowns.
So, I remember that vaguely. I'm sure I still saw it, but I'm not sure it's a classic.
No, it's definitely not a classic. I'm sure it's probably on Netflix, so.
I'll have to look that up. There's a lot of shit on Netflix.
Oh, hey. What's the deal?
Hey, what?
What's the deal with Colonel Sanders now? Did they change him again?
Apparently, they've changed him again. How many times do you think that is?
Is it 2 or 3? It's 3 now, isn't it?
It's 3 times, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
let's run through them. First, there was Daryl Hammond.
Right.
And I thought he was sort of creepy. Everybody thought he was creepy.
Right.
Playing that part. And then there was Norm Macdonald,
which I thought was even creepier.
Yeah, I didn't really see too many of those. I thought it was almost like the same thing, too, so it's the same deal. But I did just watch the newest commercial that I saw online. I don't know if it's the newest commercial or not, but it's now Jim Gaffigan.
Now, doesn't he look at, like, in that commercial, doesn't he look at, like, a picture of himself or something on the nightstand, and it's the other guy?
Yeah, I think that, well, he woke up from a dream where somebody else was him, and then he looked at the nightstand. Yeah.
You know what? Here's my theory on that shit. Don't fuck with the original. Especially the founder of the goddamn company. Whatever marketing company came up with this shit needs to be fired.
Yeah, it's not a very good one. Although Gaffigan is probably the easiest on the ears and eyes because he's more like a cartoon character of Colonel Sanders than some weird creep like Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, but I mean, you're imitating it's like someone going out and trying to imitate the king, the Burger King. There's only one Burger King. Don't change them and fucking try to humanize them.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that Colonel Sanders was far more human than these people anyway. That guy, if you remember when we were kids, you'd see the commercials, and what would he do? He would, like, sit on a porch, and he might, like, walk somebody through a kitchen and show them the fried chicken. He's just an old guy with a chicken recipe. He wasn't cracking jokes.
Right. Here's my prediction. The next guy, because they're going to have to go to a fourth guy, the next guy needs to be the guy that played the teacher in Waterboy. I remember that guy. They kept joking looked like Colonel Sanders, but he was a better Colonel Sanders than all these fucking clowns.
They should. You should, right now for Kelly Rose, you should do an impression.
What? The medulla oblongata. That's what makes alligators ornery.
I hope she liked that.
No, I'm not. My impressions aren't up to par with yours.
Mine suck. I don't know. They're just... we are not impressionists, so let's get that out of the way right away.
Although I could probably imitate my crew pretty well.
You want to give it a shot, or will it become offensive to everybody?
I got the roofer guy that I've fallen off of 5 roofs in my life, and this is the hardest job I ever done have. What?
What, the one that you had him doing?
One of them. It's like, oh my...
No, I mean, he's saying that setting up the video walls and stuff was harder than his roofing job.
Yeah. But he doesn't...
that's untrue.
But he doesn't like roofing in the winter time, so that's why he's doing this job.
I've fallen off of 5 roofs in my lifetime, and I liked it lots better than pushing these little buttons through these little latches.
Oh, they just don't learn.
It's hard to pick up this 15-pound screen.
And I don't know where the hillbilly accent comes, because we're in Cleveland.
I know. They maybe he drove up from Kentucky or something.
Oh, and fashion down here is like maybe 10 years behind. Oh.
Yeah.
The girls all have those, those jeans that have the bedazzled, like, shit on the pockets?
Yeah, well, was that long ago? I was thinking 5 years ago, maybe, but...
Well, it's still...
Well, the guys used to be wearing that shit, didn't they?
Yeah, but the girls all here have that. I don't get it.
Don't lie, did you have a pair of pants with that on them?
Oh, I still do.
Then what the fuck are you talking about?
No.
Oh, you only bring them to Cleveland. Is that what it is?
Exactly. No, I didn't have the bedazzled stuff on it, but it had some weird stitching on the seat. So.
Yeah, because that was all of a sudden for a couple of year period there, the designer jeans flew right back up. I mean, the crazy, obvious designer jeans came right back out again.
Right.
I thought that was funny. Ryan had them, too.
I'm trying to think.
I can picture it right now, him listening, going, I did not have those pants. And then I'd have an argument with him for 10 minutes because you did too have those pants. I saw you wearing them all the time.
Z Cavaricis, remember those?
Yeah, I remember the name. That was 90s, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. I had a pair of those, and what jacket was it? That jacket with the fucking little loops on the shoulders?
Oh, like the military jacket thing? Oh, you're talking about the members only.
Members only jackets, yep.
Yeah, but that was from like the late 70s to early 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that fad came and went.
I had one. It was tan. I wish I still had it. Probably be worth a bunch of money if you had an original members only jacket.
And then the Jerry curl mullet.
I never had that, but I know people who have it right now.
Yep, and they're hoping it comes back.
And it's not going to.
Oh, fuck you, Frank.
Wow.
I mean, Jerry.
That was no good. That was no good.
May have to edit that one out.
Let me see here.
You're gonna mark the timeline.
No, I'm not marking the timeline. I don't. It's gonna. Hey, you said it, not me.
That's true.
All I did was comment on the fact that the hairstyle's not coming back. But what am I gonna? I mean, what are we gonna complain about? We don't have any hair.
That's true. I'm bald.
Don't even have a hairstyle, so we're a bunch of assholes even commenting on it because we're worse off than everybody else.
And you've got a Dick Van Dyke beard trim thing. I had that for a little bit and started to itch.
You needed some individuality.
Yeah. Too many people thought we looked alike.
Yeah. Hey, I have a cold, as everybody can still tell, probably.
Yeah.
But I'm going to share my cure for the common cold.
Okay, let's hear it.
Because then maybe we can title the episode, How to Cure the Common Cold.
Oh, that'd get a lot of downloads.
Or maybe, what should we say, the cure for the common cold, or a cure for the common cold that actually works, or what's another way to say it? I don't know. But you're right, we could sneak in some downloads if we say it. The real thing is, it all has to do with zinc. Cut it out with the vibrate. Can't you put it on silent without vibrate?
Oh, that was a text message, sorry. I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, it's buzzing right through my headsets.
Oh, great.
All right, sorry, people. But the cure for the common cold all is about zinc, vitamin C, and echinacea.
Okay.
And you just have to bombard yourself with that. Now, I know I have a cold right now, and it's been hanging on for a while, but I can assure you that I would have been way worse off without it. My problem was that I started catching the cold at the beginning of my Philadelphia run, which was last month, I think it was, whenever that was.
Mm-hmm.
And I completely got rid of it just by doing that, just the zinc, vitamin C, and echinacea. Every morning, every night, and every lunchtime, I just take one pill each, taking more than what it says on the bottle, right?
So what exactly is echinacea?
It's just another plant extract or plant substance thing. These come in capsules. It looks like powdered plant. But you've heard of it too because it's in cough drops.
Okay.
Remember, like Ricola with echinacea?
Yep.
Okay. Shit. So here's what I'm trying to get at. It works if you catch it right away, and it made that whole cold go completely away. Mm-hmm. But I stopped taking the shit too soon. You kind of have to keep taking it for like at least a week to up to 2 weeks afterwards to make sure it's gone. Because you stop, and then 3 days later it comes back, and now it's hard to get rid of just because you stopped taking the shit.
Right.
But there's your tip of the day from the You Name It show. Zinc, echinacea, and vitamin C. Also, I tried, the thing that really worked, and the first part of it was Zicam. Mm-hmm. But you're only supposed to take that, I think, at the beginning of the cold.
Well, Zicam has zinc in it, right?
Yeah, that's what it's really all about, is just how much zinc can you stand without poisoning yourself.
Now, how do you take your vitamin C?
In a capsule form.
Okay.
I don't do any of those drinks or anything like that. I just buy the pills at Walgreens and take them in the morning, take them at lunch, and take them at night. And maybe throw in a couple just in the middle of the day whenever I feel like it, just to make sure I'm getting enough of it.
Well, here's what worked for me.
Okay, you tell us what worked for you.
Alcohol. No, actually...
Yep, the doctor says drink plenty of liquids.
Indeed. No, what did I take? I took those caplets thing that you drop in the water and they fizz.
Like Alka-Seltzer?
Alka-Seltzer, cold, yeah. But you got to drink it while it's fizzing and try not to let it come out your nose.
Why do you got to do that?
I don't know. I just get the feeling that it works better if it's fizzing while you're drinking it.
I don't know. It seems like those little capsules would, if you swallowed one, it would just fizz up in your stomach and make you burp all day.
Or other things.
Yeah.
The other thing is the Nelly pot.
The neti pot?
Neti pot. But it's actually Nelly is how it's spelled, though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's weird.
I didn't know.
But, yeah, you pour that in your nostrils and it flushes out your sinuses. Doing that helps. Especially on auto shows, because we're dealing with brand new carpet all the time, and you get the carpet fibers coming up, and if you're outside working or inside working, the dust and all that other stuff. So it flushes out your sinuses. So I could recommend that.
It's gross.
And then NyQuil knocks you the fuck out. We talked about that last week.
We did, yeah. So. I've got some consumer information for you, though.
Okay.
You bought the wrong brand because it's Neti Pot, N-E-T-I.
And Neti.
And if you bought the Nelly Pot, then you got fucked.
Yeah. Isn't that Nelly song?
See there?
Yep.
The Nelly Pot.
Nelly Pot. Start singing
silliness.
rap.
Just out your nostrils, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Neti Pot.
Neti Pot. Yeah. Let's see. What else we got here? I have a note in my let's talk about old-timey shit section.
Okay.
I have no idea what I mean. It says, pictures now versus then. So, I'm wondering. So I must have been thinking about how easy it is to take pictures all the time, every day now. As opposed to when we were kids and you had to go buy film and then you had to hope that you loaded the film right, because you never knew if you loaded it wrong, you weren't going to get any pictures. And then you only had 24 of them or whatever it was on a roll of film.
Mm-hmm.
You take the picture, so you had to be very concerned about which picture you were going to take. And then you send it away for a few days before you can even see it, And now we just got pictures coming out of our ass all over the place. Everybody's taking pictures constantly. Nobody cares anymore. They mean nothing.
Yeah, and no one ever prints them anymore.
No, they're just on hard drives that'll just get wiped. Years later, you'll have no pictures because your computer would have died and you threw it out or whatever.
It'll be like having an old floppy disk.
Yeah. Or you keep them in the cloud. No, mine sync with the cloud. Okay. Go through those pictures and organize them now that you have 48,000 pictures.
In the cloud. It's never going to happen.
Right. You're just going to dump. You're going to do a dump on those one of those days, too. Or your cloud account will go away because it'll go to a new kind of cloud. Whatever.
Hey,
things sure have changed from the photo mat.
Hey, I'm going to be in trouble.
How's that?
I'm convinced the law is going to be after me. Well, I drove here from Pittsburgh to Cleveland. Yeah. And you know how the rental car companies want you to buy all the extra stuff. Do you want GPS? Do you want this? Do you want... No. I'll fill it up when I return it. I don't need to prepay the gas, all that shit. Well, one of the things they asked me was, do you want one of those toll things? I'm like, no,
right, yeah.
I'll pay the tolls when I go. First fucking toll stop I get to, $1.35. Okay, I don't have $1.35 in change to drop in the little bin. So there's this dollar machine right there.
Yep.
So I stick $1 in. Nope. it's like any dollar machine at a vending machine that it doesn't take the dollar. So I try a different dollar. So I try a third dollar, still doesn't work. It has a little button that says assistance. I push that, nothing fucking happens. Looking at my rearview mirror, I've got 20 cars lined up behind me. There's nobody at the toll booth to talk to about it, so I gunned it. And I saw the little camera thing take the flash. So I know they know who I am, or it'll get back to the rental car company and they'll come after me. But for the rest of the trip on that turnpike, I was waiting to get pulled over by the police for running the toll.
I know it's going to take all the excitement out of your trip, but you're not going to get pulled over by the cops for running a toll. Okay. They're going to send you a ticket in the mail. That's all.
How much is the ticket going to be for, I wonder?
Well, it's going to get tacked onto your rental car bill and whatever it is. I don't know, probably $50 or something.
Oh, great. All because their machine wouldn't fucking work.
Right. I had the same thing happen years ago. I was going to I was with a client. I don't even remember what state we were in, but the same exact thing. We pull up next to one of those ones with the change basket on it, and you're trying. She didn't have the proper amount of change. She's looking through her purse and everything, and a car's waiting behind us. And I didn't even really notice this. The car's waiting behind us, and we're there for a little while. And then finally, she does the same thing. She throws like a handful of pennies in there and floors it or something. And she's going away, and the car behind us was acting like a fucking action movie and riding up and honking and like swerving around behind us like it was trying to attack us. You know what I mean? And I couldn't figure out what the fuck happened. I have no idea. To this day, I have no idea what could have pissed off the car behind us. Unless, and here's my only guess. While it was all going on at the little booth, they came up and honked or whatever, and she flipped them off. But they were going nuts. I was waiting for gunshots to happen and stuff, and she's driving like a maniac, and they're swerving around behind us like an action movie. It was stupid. All because the fucking thing didn't have a change machine.
Yep.
Not that it would have done any good, like you said.
That's true. Doesn't. And see, we're from Michigan, so there are no toll roads. There's bridges that you got to pay tolls on, but
yeah, where's that at?
Going up north from Lower Peninsula to the Upper Peninsula, you get a Mackinac Bridge.
Are you sure there's a toll there? I don't remember that being a toll bridge.
Yeah. Last time I went up, there was a toll.
I do not remember that. Just over to Canada, I remember that.
Yeah, but there's that one. But, yeah, since no one's cutting through Michigan to get anywhere, it's kind of hard to...
You were cold and drunk when you were going up there. What do you know? You don't remember.
You think I'm drunk all the time, don't you, Jerry?
I just wanted to throw that in. I actually don't think you're drunk. I wish you were, but I don't think that.
I might be a better person.
I don't know how that could be. You're the best already.
Oh, thank you, Jerry. I love you too.
God. Anyway, what was that all about? Yeah, we're from Michigan. We don't know anything about tolls. But we have Michigan state tax. Like Florida doesn't have state tax, and because they pay for it all with tolls. That's why there's a toll around every corner in Florida. Every road you get on is a toll road over there.
How do you make decent time? Because you're constantly stopping and going, and
because you buy the thing that the rental place was going to give you.
That you can zip right through doing. How fast can you be going through those things?
Full speed.
Can you?
Yeah, I had them before. I would rent a car every once in a while to go up to here, to Milwaukee or somewhere. I would always be going up, driving through Chicago, but I'd take that Easy Pass thing with me because I was paying the bill on the rental car, so I didn't care. And it made life way easy. They didn't the car companies don't overcharge you. The rental places don't. They charge you exactly what the toll is. That's just a courtesy. So I just open the thing up and drive right through. Flawless.
Shit, next time I'm getting that toll thing then. Fuck.
Well, you watch. Our company might say you can't do that. You'd have to check with them first.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you might need to have a separate tally of the tolls rather than all on the same bill or whatever. You know how corporations are.
Mm-hmm.
getting far away from corporate talk at work, inching slowly away from it like it's on fire, I got a settlement from a lawsuit this week.
You did?
I did.
How much did you get?
I got 4.
4?
Yeah, 4. 4 cans of sugar-free Red Bull. That's what I got.
Oh, okay. How'd that happen?
I go to the topclassactions.com website.
Okay.
And I look up for things that has a class action lawsuit on it. And it's surprising how many that you'll qualify for, because it just said, do you drink Red Bull? Well, yes. Have you drank Red Bull since between the years of 2001 and 2013 or something, right?
Okay.
I say yes. What kind did you drink and how often? I don't know. Probably a couple times a year I've had it. Okay, check that box. What kind do you like? I like sugar-free now because I'm diabetic. Okay, we'll send you 4 free cans.
So it's topclassactionlawsuits.com?
Yep, and it's linked on one of our earlier shows, but when I talked about it then. So they had that one. I've joined a bunch of them. I just I just joined one the other day. What was it for? I could get $12 for buying stevia. You know, the stevia in the raw. And back when I became diabetic, I wanted to try this stuff, and then come to find out it's labeled improperly. So if you bought it, you can file your claim, and they'll send you $12.
Oh, wow.
And things like that. But they have ones that'll make you way more money. I mean, if you like the Volkswagen thing, my daughter's boyfriend Nick had one of those Volkswagens that was wrong, and they sent him $500.
Oh, wow.
As a goodwill package, they call it, which is just a crazy name for a settlement. You can't sue us now. We gave you $500 kind of deal.
Well, as soon as we're done with the show, I am going to have to look up topclassactionlawsuits.com.
Let me make sure that's the right thing. Stand by. They've got one for Blue Buffalo dog food.
Yeah. Do they have anything for the glove wrench that doesn't protect your finger from getting gnarred off from a NASCAR impact wrench?
Yeah, they have they have an option to do a whole different career or disability.
Okay.
Topclassactions.com is what it is.
Okay.
You'll have to look through it. But I didn't do the Blue Buffalo, because I bought the Blue Buffalo dog food for our dog for years. Mm-hmm. And I don't think there was anything wrong with the dog food. I think it was another one of those mislabeling things or something like that. And if you had the proof of purchase, you could get, $50 or something. But if you don't, then you can only get a maximum of $10. And I didn't figure that was worth the time of filling out the forms. So,
hey, I got a question for you, since we're talking about kind of talking about dogs. I live in the neighborhood I live in is kind of younger. Royal Oak is younger, hipper, whatever. So it's a lot of.
Why are you there then?
Because that's all I can afford. So anyway, there's a lot of couples that are up and coming, and they're just got married. They don't have kids yet, but yeah. I noticed they gradually all start getting dogs.
Oh, yeah, dogs are huge in that whole age group, yeah.
Well, I'm thinking it's the wife testing the husband to see if he's ready for kids.
You think so?
I think it is. I think it's like their own little test, but they're not letting the guy know. It's like, okay, let's start off slow, and if he can take care of this dog and it doesn't die... Yeah. Maybe
if he kicks the dog, they're not having kids.
Maybe we could have kids in a year or two. So I'm waiting to see.
Yeah, or he's just refusing, and the dogs are now a replacement for the woman who wants kids.
Could be
she
that
can't
too.
have them, so she's getting them. Yeah, I noticed they love multiple dogs too. Nobody can ever have just one dog anymore, which is the proper way to do it. You just get a dog, you have one dog. You don't need 6 dogs in your house. Stupid.
My kids wanted me to get a dog, and I'm like, I'm never home. The thing would die.
Yeah, and you know what'll happen to you? Like all right, so you buy your kids a dog, and after it turns from puppy into dog, they get bored with it, and then they want another puppy.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
And then they got 2 dogs. And then they get bored of the other 2 and they want another puppy. It's like, shut up and run this dog out before you get a new one. Now you can wait the 12 years before you get a new puppy.
And I like not having pets because the house is so much cleaner. I don't have to dust as much, don't have to vacuum as much.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. Well, then again, I'm never home either. So
yeah, the dog would die. Yeah.
The dog.
They don't cook themselves dinner or anything. They wouldn't be good at it.
Pretty much 95 days straight, they'll die.
Yep.
There's only so much food you can leave out.
And they'd eat it all on the first day, so it would be worthless to even try it. Plus, the piles of shit in your house would be even bigger than they are now.
Well, they'd be eating that. Oh, I had a friend. Actually, this is really bad.
Yeah.
I might have told you that. I don't know if I ever told you this one on the air. The neighbor in our neighborhood when I was first married.
He used to eat dog poop?
The dog poop disappearing sprinkle.
What? Say it again. Tell me again then.
He would walk his dog, the dog would shit, and he would reach over and he'd sprinkle the stuff on the dog poop. And it was magic. Like the next day the poop was gone.
What was he putting on there? Lime? What was it?
It was meat tenderizer.
Your neighbor would sprinkle meat tenderizer on dog shit.
Yeah, so the next dog that walks along thinks it's food and eats it.
Shut up.
And it works.
I don't believe it, but I like the story.
It's disgusting, but it works.
What the hell? All right. This has got to be it because I have to go to work.
Oh, okay. And we're right at the time anyway, so.
Yeah. So let's see. We're going to call this one Surefire Cure for the Common Cold or OJ ate my dog's poop. Or
finger bone and the common cure for the cold.
I'm not going to write finger bone on there. That's just too close to something too gross.
Well, we had head meat, something about head meat, so I'll let you always come up with great names for it, so I'll let you figure it out.
OJ gave Davin a cold. Didn't even talk much about OJ, just so he could use his face on there.
Yep.
OJ knows how to cure the common cold. I don't know. We'll figure something. I'll think about it tomorrow. But yes, everybody, thank you for listening to the You Name It show this week.
Appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, tell him to pop a wheelie, would you, Davin?
Pop a wheelie, everybody.